Ladies and gentlemen, this year, 2025, marks a turning point, a time when the value of silence, focus, and discretion is greater than ever. In a world where information is free-flowing and everyone is quick to share their accomplishments, there's a quiet power in holding your cards close to your chest. Now, you might ask, why should I keep my plans, goals, and strategies to myself? Well, here's why. You see, talking about what you do, what you're planning, what you intend to accomplish might feel good in the moment. It might make you feel important or validated. But here's the truth: when you constantly share your intentions with others, you're giving away your power. You're letting your ideas, your dreams, your momentum get diluted by others' opinions, doubts, and unnecessary noise. In 2025, let your actions speak louder than your words. Let the results of your work reveal who you are and what you're capable of. You don't need to announce your ambitions or show off your hustle. There's a quiet strength in executing in silence, making progress without the constant need for validation from the outside world. When you stop talking about your dreams and start focusing on their realization, you'll be amazed at how much faster and more effectively you move toward success. Remember, success is built in the quiet moments, in the late nights, and in the daily grind that no one sees. Focus on making progress, not on impressing others. Keep your goals to yourself and let your actions do the talking. Now let's get to work. 2025 is the year to execute in silence. Speak less about your plans and let your results speak for themselves. The world doesn't need to hear about your hustle, they need to see the results. Every time you share your goals with others, you're giving away a piece of your energy. Use that energy to focus on your execution, not on seeking approval. The journey to success doesn't require a microphone. Keep your process private and let your accomplishments surprise others. Momentum is fragile. Once you tell others what you're doing, it becomes subject to their opinions and doubts. Keep your momentum strong by keeping your plans to yourself. Constantly sharing what you're doing is a sign that you're looking for validation. Real confidence comes from your own belief, not the approval of others. Words are cheap, but actions are priceless. Don't waste time talking about what you'll do, just do it. Let your results build your reputation. It's far more impressive when others see your success before they hear about it. When you talk about your plans, you open the door to external opinions. Stay focused on your work and ignore the distractions from people who aren't contributing to your growth. Keep people guessing. When you don't announce your moves, you keep the element of surprise, and that's a powerful tool in business and life. There's power in silence. Let your actions create a story, not your words. The less you talk, the more people will respect what you've accomplished. When it comes to achieving success, one of the most powerful things you can do is keep your plans quiet. You don't need to announce every move or share every goal with the world. In fact, the more you talk about what you're going to do, the less likely you are to actually do it. There's a simple truth here: the more you talk, the less you act. We live in a world that thrives on information, and everyone seems to be sharing their every thought, every intention, every plan. But here's the thing: success doesn't come from talking, it comes from doing. The less you speak about what you're doing, the more energy you have to pour into actually making it happen. When you talk about your goals, you often invite unnecessary opinions. People will offer advice, doubt your ability, or question your direction. This external noise can slow you down and distract you from your true purpose. The more you share, the more you risk taking on others' negativity or skepticism. By keeping your plans quiet, you're protecting your vision from the influence of others. It's essential to understand that your actions speak louder than words. Anyone can talk about their dreams and ambitions, but only a few are willing to put in the hard work to turn them into reality. Keeping your plans to yourself doesn't mean you're being secretive or deceptive. It means you're focused on your work, your progress, and your success. It means you're not relying on others' approval to keep moving forward. You don't need to tell anyone what you're going to do. Let your results show them. There's something liberating about letting your work speak for you. When you achieve success without announcing it first, you build credibility and respect through your results, not your words. And when people finally take notice of what you've accomplished, the impact is that much more powerful. It's no longer just talk, it's proof. Remember, there is strength in silence. When you focus on the task at hand and keep your plans quiet, you free yourself from the distractions of unnecessary chatter. You give yourself the time and space to do what needs to be done without seeking constant validation. Your work will speak for itself, and that's where true success lies. Guarding your energy is one of the most important disciplines you can develop on your path to success. In a world full of distractions and external noise, it's easy to find yourself giving away pieces of your mental and physical energy without even realizing it. Every conversation, every interaction, every person you encounter, these all require energy. The question is, are you spending it wisely? The truth is, you cannot afford to give away your energy carelessly. Every time you share your plans with others, every time you seek validation from the outside world, you're giving away a little more of your precious energy. When you're focused on the opinions of others or trying to prove something to the world, you're not using your energy to move toward your goals. Instead, you're wasting it. Think about it this way: your energy is like a bank account. Every day you have a certain amount to spend. You need to decide where to invest it. If you're constantly putting your energy into things that don't serve your growth, then you'll find yourself bankrupt before you even realize it. You cannot allow yourself to be drained by people or situations that don't add value to your life. The energy you give out should be intentional, should go toward things that are helping you grow, helping you build, and helping you move forward. There's a certain discipline in choosing where you direct your focus and energy. Every day you have the choice to spend your time with people who uplift you or with those who drain you. You have the choice to engage in activities that will move you closer to your goals or ones that will waste your time. The power is in your hands to decide where to invest your energy. Once you realize how precious this resource is, you'll protect it like you would protect your most valuable asset. It's also important to note that guarding your energy doesn't mean shutting people out or avoiding meaningful relationships. It means being mindful of who and what you allow into your life. It means making decisions based on your values and what serves your long-term vision rather than what feels good in the moment. You need to surround yourself with people who inspire you, people who challenge you, and people who push you to be your best. You need to choose activities that fuel your growth and your purpose, not things that drain your focus or waste your time. The key to maintaining your energy is focus. When you focus on your work, your goals, and your vision, you protect your energy from being scattered in 100 different directions. When you learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals, you become more efficient and effective with your time and energy. You'll find that the more you guard your energy, the more you accomplish, and the more you move toward the success you've envisioned. In the end, guarding your energy is about protecting your most valuable resource. It's about making conscious choices to invest your time, focus, and effort into things that will help you grow, rather than allowing external forces to drain you. When you do this, you'll have the energy and momentum to create the life you've always wanted. Being discreet about your progress is one of the most powerful ways to stay focused and on track. In today's world, it's all too easy to get caught up in sharing every little achievement or milestone along the way. We're often driven by the need for external validation or recognition. But here's the truth: when you make progress, when you start moving forward in life, it's not necessary to broadcast it to the world. Let's face it, everyone has something to say. People will praise you, criticize you, or even try to pull you back down when they see you moving ahead. This is where discretion comes in. You don't need to tell everyone what you're doing or what you've accomplished. Sometimes sharing too much too soon only invites unnecessary distractions. There's power in making progress quietly and taking the steps without needing to announce each one. When you keep your progress to yourself, you protect your focus and you safeguard your energy. There's a profound difference between working for the applause and working for the results. If you're focused on people's opinions, you can easily lose sight of what really matters: your own growth. When you're constantly talking about what you're doing, you risk letting external voices influence your decisions. Others might not understand your vision, or they may not believe in your potential, but that's their perspective, not yours. You've got to stay focused on your journey, not on the noise around you. Discretion allows you to stay in control. It helps you avoid comparisons. When you share too much of your progress, it can spark jealousy, competition, or even resentment from others. You might find yourself distracted by what others think, which only takes your attention away from the work that really matters. But when you remain discreet, you're in charge of your own pace. You don't have to worry about how others perceive you or where they think you should be. You're moving on your own terms, at your own speed. Moreover, discretion builds anticipation. When people don't know exactly what you're up to, they're left wondering. This adds an element of mystery to your journey. And when they finally see the results of your hard work, the impact is that much greater. It's much more powerful when your success is revealed through your actions rather than announced through words. The people who truly matter will notice your results, and they'll respect the fact that you didn't need to boast about them. Keeping things under wraps also gives you the freedom to make mistakes, to try and fail without the pressure of constantly being watched. Progress isn't always smooth or linear, And sometimes you need the space to fail, learn, and adjust. If you're always sharing your next step, you may feel like you're under the microscope, and that can stop you from trying new things or taking risks. Discretion allows you to refine your process in private, so when the time comes to show the world what you've been working on, it's polished, perfected, and powerful. In the long run, being discreet about your progress not only helps you protect your focus and energy, but it also keeps you grounded. It removes the temptation to seek validation, and it shifts the focus back to the work itself. It's a quiet confidence that speaks volumes. When you remain focused on your progress rather than the applause, you create a life of substance, and your results will speak for themselves in the end. Protecting your momentum is one of the most critical actions you can take in your journey towards success. Momentum is a powerful force. Once you build it, it can carry you forward faster than you ever imagined. But here's the catch: it's fragile. Momentum is easily lost, and it's often hard to regain once it's gone. That's why you must protect it at all costs. When you're on the right track and things are starting to move in your favor, it's easy to get distracted or derailed. There are always people and situations that can try to pull you off course. They may try to drag you into their problems, their complaints, or their drama. But you've worked hard to build this momentum. You've put in the effort, the time, and the energy to get things moving. Now, you must protect that energy so that you don't lose your momentum. One of the easiest ways to protect your momentum is by setting clear boundaries. Know what you're focused on and be firm in your commitment to it. Don't let others, no matter how well-meaning, disrupt your rhythm. If you're constantly letting other people's issues or opinions dictate your actions, you'll find your focus scattered and your energy depleted. Remember, protecting your momentum means staying committed to the path you've chosen, no matter what distractions may arise. Another way to protect your momentum is by avoiding the temptation to stop and rest too soon. It's easy to take a break when things are going well, but you have to realize that resting too early can cause the momentum to fade. If you take too much time off, it becomes harder to get back into the flow. The key is to keep pushing forward, even when things seem to be going well. A moment of rest is okay, but don't let it turn into a long pause. Keep taking action, even if it's small steps, to keep that forward motion alive. You must also guard against the danger of complacency. Once you start seeing results, it's easy to become comfortable. You might feel like you've reached a point where you can take a breather, but complacency is the enemy of progress. If you stop challenging yourself and stop pushing forward, your momentum will fade, and so will your progress. Every step you take should be with the intention of building even more momentum. The moment you relax and stop striving for more, you risk losing the energy you've built. Protecting your momentum also means avoiding negative influences. If you want to move forward, you can't afford to spend time with people or environments that drain your energy. Negative people will only slow you down. Their doubts and criticism will sap the enthusiasm that fuels your drive. Instead, surround yourself with those who support your vision and encourage you to keep pushing forward. A positive, focused environment is essential to maintaining the momentum you've built. And don't forget about the most important factor in protecting your momentum: yourself. You are your greatest asset. Protect your mental and physical well-being. Take care of your body, rest when you need to, and stay sharp in your thinking. Your mind and body are the engines that keep everything running, and if they start to break down, so will your momentum. So protect them, don't neglect them. Finally, never underestimate the power of consistency. Momentum isn't built overnight, and it doesn't last unless you keep feeding it. The best way to protect your momentum is by staying consistent. Do the work every day, no matter how small the task may seem. Because consistency compounds over time, and before you know it, you'll have created something far greater than you could have ever imagined. Momentum is a delicate force, but when you protect it, it becomes your ally, carrying you forward with less effort and more results. So stay disciplined, stay focused, and don't let anything or anyone steal the progress you've worked so hard to build. Your future success depends on how well you protect your momentum today. Stop seeking validation from others. This is one of the most important lessons you'll ever learn in the pursuit of success. The truth is, if you're constantly looking for approval, for someone else's stamp of approval, you're allowing your happiness, your self-worth, and your progress to be dictated by external forces. You can't build a life based on what other people think or say about you. The only opinion that truly matters is your own. We've all been there at some point, looking for that pat on the back, waiting for someone to tell us we're doing a good job, waiting for someone to notice our effort. But here's the harsh reality: no one else is going to validate your dreams. They're your dreams, not theirs. No one else is going to walk the path for you, and no one else can live your life. If you rely on others for validation, you'll find yourself constantly dissatisfied, constantly seeking approval from people who might never give it to you. The problem with seeking validation is that it shifts your focus away from what really matters, your own growth and progress. Instead of staying focused on your goals, you start paying more attention to the opinions of others. You may find yourself making decisions based on what will make people like you or what will earn their approval, rather than making decisions based on what will truly help you move forward. The pursuit of validation can become a distraction, one that keeps you stuck in a cycle of trying to please others instead of pushing yourself toward your own potential. You don't need anyone to tell you that you're capable, that you're worthy, or that you're doing a good job. You already know that. The true power comes from knowing who you are and where you're going without needing external validation to affirm it. The more you rely on others for praise, the less confident you become in your own abilities. You start to question whether you're good enough without the approval of someone else. But the truth is, you've always been good enough. Your potential isn't determined by what others think of you. It's determined by your own belief in yourself. Let's be clear, this doesn't mean you should ignore feedback or avoid constructive criticism. Feedback can be valuable, but there's a difference between feedback for growth and seeking validation for your worth. You don't need others to tell you that you matter. You need to tell yourself that every single day. Once you stop seeking validation, you'll start making decisions that are based on what's best for you, not what's easiest or most popular. You'll start moving toward your goals with confidence because you'll know that your path is the right one, regardless of whether or not anyone else agrees. The best way to stop seeking validation is to focus on what you can control, your actions. Stop worrying about what others think and start putting all your energy into what you can accomplish. When you shift your focus back to your own efforts and your own growth, something remarkable happens. You stop needing external approval. Your self-worth becomes anchored in the work you do, not the recognition you receive. And when you're no longer dependent on external validation, you'll find that you accomplish more and feel better about your progress. You're building something that only you can build, and that's a beautiful thing. Don't let anyone else's opinion get in the way of your vision. The only validation you need is the satisfaction that comes from knowing you're doing your best and moving in the right direction. Once you stop seeking validation from others, you'll find that the only thing that matters is the progress you make for yourself. That's the true measure of success. Focus on the work, not the words. In a world that's constantly filled with chatter and distractions, it's easy to get caught up in talking about what you're going to do instead of actually doing it. But here's the hard truth: talking is easy. Action is what counts. It's easy to tell people your plans, to share your dreams, to talk about your ambitions. But it's much harder to put in the work and actually make things happen, and that's where the real success lies. You see, too many people talk themselves into thinking they're accomplishing something just by discussing their plans. They'll tell you what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, and why it's going to work. But talk is cheap. The real value comes from doing. It's not enough to say you're going to start a business, write a book, or build something great. You need to roll up your sleeves, get to work, and put in the effort that will turn those words into reality. When you focus on the work instead of the words, you're dedicating your energy to what truly matters. The more you focus on talking about what you want to achieve, the less energy you have to actually make it happen. You waste time explaining, defending, and seeking approval, but when you focus on the work itself, you cut through the noise and get straight to the core of what matters. It's in the quiet moments of hard work that real progress is made. There's another reason to focus on the work instead of the words that keeps you grounded. When you're too focused on telling people what you're doing, you start seeking their approval, their validation, and their attention. But that can be a trap. People may not understand your vision, or they may try to distract you with their opinions. By keeping your head down and focusing on the work, you remain unaffected by the noise around you. You stay true to your own path and trust the process, even when others are looking for immediate results. People will notice your results long before they hear your words. Results speak louder than any conversation ever could. When you've built something, when you've achieved something, people will recognize your success not by what you've said, but by what you've done. They'll see the effort, the commitment, and the persistence in your work. And that's the ultimate form of respect. It's not about what you tell people you're going to do, it's about what you actually do. I think about the people you admire the most, the ones who have made a real impact in their fields. They didn't waste time talking about their next big idea. They were too busy working, improving, and executing. The best do not get caught up in endless conversations. They don't waste time explaining or overthinking. They simply work. They show up every day, put in the effort, and let their success do the talking. The truth is, words are easy to come by, but action takes discipline. It requires focus, persistence, and a willingness to keep moving forward, even when the path isn't clear. When you focus on the work, you start building momentum. You get better at what you do, and you move closer to your goals. You stop wasting time talking about it and start creating the results that make all the talk irrelevant. So stop explaining. Stop seeking approval. Stop talking about what you want to do. Focus on the work. The work will speak for itself, and it will get you farther than any words ever could. Let your actions be your message, and let your results be the proof of your commitment. When you focus on the work, everything else falls into place. Build a reputation through results, not words. In life, there are two types of people: those who talk about what they're going to do and those who actually do it. You can talk a big game, make all the promises you want, but the only thing that truly matters is what you accomplish. Words are easy, but results are what leave a lasting impact. It's your actions, your results, that will determine how the world sees you, not the things you say. Building a reputation takes time, but the foundation of that reputation is simple: do what you say you're going to do. Follow through on your commitments. Put in the work. The people who build the strongest reputations aren't the ones talking about their dreams. They're the ones who are quietly making things happen. They understand that success is a result of consistent effort, and they focus on producing results, not talking about them. The world doesn't remember the person who makes promises but never delivers. What people remember is the person who gets things done. Whether it's in your career, your business, or your personal life, your reputation is built on your ability to produce results. It's not enough to say you're a hard worker or that you're capable. Anyone can say that. What sets you apart is the ability to take action and follow through, to turn plans into reality, to create outcomes from your ideas.